G'day, Aussie Gunja Farmer here. You can also call me Bradley Grendon or Lord Enwell. So I want to talk to you a little bit about your um, intuitive mind or your intuitive understanding. It's not really your mind, but it does have intelligence. Its intuitiveness is your consciousness, okay? And understanding that and working with it, you can make that grow and expand and become more powerful. And that's what we're about, being spiritual beings. That's part of our process of connecting to our pathways. So understanding where we're going in this life and why we're doing it and how we're doing it and things like that. And you can find that out, right? So you might be an atheist and you don't believe in religion or spirituality. These are two different things. But you've got to have an understanding sometimes that something's helping you. Because if you live on this planet, in this reality, you would have had experiences. Unless you're, a younger sister or brother. Okay? But still then you would have experiences anyway. Because your consciousness, your intuitiveness is working with you on that level, right? So it's helping you within your path. Okay, so I just wanted to make that a little bit clearer for you, so you can connect to that. So everything I talk to you about in these videos all syncs together. It's all part of a bigger process, okay? And that's why you might hear me saying the same thing over and over again, because it all syncs together and all works together. So yeah, but you can awaken that intuition, okay, through awakening. That's what it's called, an awakening. You may be enlightening at the moment. You may think you're awakening, but that's a higher place. Okay, you may be still enlightening. If you're awakening, you're talking to your consciousness and you're working together as a pair, solving your problems, and you're working on your negative traits, and you'll be communicating with something higher than you. Okay? And I'm telling you the truth. So you may be religious for a long time, and you're saying, oh, no, that's not possible. But I'm sorry, it is. So that can be the problem with religion, is that you're in a box and you won't look outside that box. And we'll be getting rid of religion, and we'll be going straight for spiritual law, which is spiritualism. Okay, so we need to look past the box. We need to go outside the box. We need to awaken. We're going to be awakening the whole planet, and we're going to be working with the whole planet. And if you have problems with those religions getting in your way, you need to look past it. Because it's not helpful. So the manuscripts that you have been working with over the years and for a very long time has been compromised. corrupted over the years, changed, and they're not pure. But we need to connect to our intuition, right? Our mentor within. Okay, so you won't find that in your brain. You'll find that in your whole body. You'll find that in a higher place. I'm not religious. I'm spiritual, but you may find me doing this. It's a physical affirmation. So that's what we need to be connected with. We've got to understand about affirmations and all this. And the whole planet is going to be working with affirmations. Okay, so we're going to be teaching you more about affirmations and how to connect with creation, consciousness, a bigger consciousness. So everything being one together is what one of our goals are, and we will make that successful. And we'll be using affirmations to create that. So the plants, the animals, humans, non-human, everything will be working together as one through affirmations. Okay, so the some of the religious things that are stopping us, we've got to get past, right, and remove them and get them out of the way now. They may have been a tool that we use beforehand, but divine hierarchy are here now, and it's all changing. So we're going to have new tools. That's why I'm talking to you about affirmations. There has been some things in religion that have been positive and worked well with us and help people to look forward to the future, okay, with using tools, but some of them are stopping us. And we cannot have something that's impure and it's not spiritual law. Excuse me. Bless you is a word I'd use too. But things like needing to forgive. So needing to forgive, needing to ask for awakening, for freedom, and being ultra positive. So at the moment, the whole planet is satanic. No matter what you're doing, no matter what you say, no matter how you feel, you need to listen because the whole planet is satanic. Because you haven't got those instructions that you need to have to become divine yet. So you might have been enlightening for the last 20 years and think you're awakened, but you're not. And you would still have satanic processes that would be part of you because you're in mainstream society, even though you're enlightening and, you might be using affirmations, you might be trying to be ultra positive, but you'll still have satanic processes. So you need to understand that, see? And we need to get rid of those traits. Okay. So we need to give you new skills, new tools, new understandings, new manuscripts, new becoming divine based on spiritual law. Okay. So that is your problem. You've got to set goals to awaken now. You've got to become a Reiki master, right? And you've got to start learning to heal your own self. You need to start listening to your mentor within once you have awakened him or her or it. Okay. And then you'll be on your steps to complete your growth to going to ascension. So you'll be getting on the bus of divine, right? That's going to be your protection. and it's going to teach you and help guide you. But the first things you've got to do is it's two things. You've got to awaken. So every morning ask yourself for freedom. Want it? Come on. Thank you and be grateful. You may say three things. Maybe forgiveness. Okay. And then the other thing is you need to become a Reiki master. You see Reiki master. And you need to start decoding yourself and healing yourself and learning how to do that. Maybe working with others and networking and helping each other, and but not telling each other what to do. Okay, that's the other thing, is you need to stop telling everyone what to do. You keep to yourself, you start learning, growing, expanding who you are, controlling your own self, not controlling others. And have that under control. Know when to stop and allow others to shine. So that's what we need you to do. We need you to develop your intuition, and connect to consciousness, a higher consciousness, a higher group. That's part of creation. Okay, so develop that intuition and become a Reiki master and start healing your own self. Don't worry about healing others, but you can work on others and help them and help them help you. But we want you to start getting that under control of needing to tell others what to do and, needing to fight. You might say, oh, I don't fight, but if you're on this planet, you're still, got urges to fight and compete. So we need to settle you down. We can't have you going into all possibility, what you call heaven. We can't have you going into all possibility telling them what to do. Because they're probably so more advanced than you, because you're a young teenager here on this planet learning and developing, and you're going there to tell the big guys what to do. It won't go down well. They don't want you there. Okay? But anyway, we've kind of gone over a few things and things like that. I hope that helps you understand a bit more. I've talked about the pathway before, pathways, what that means. You're coming into this reality. You're given things to do, and that's part of your path of learning and growing and experiencing. Okay, it's a contract. Okay, for you only. Okay, and you've got a mentor within you that you don't know is there, and it's helping you on your path, which is a straight line, right? It's a straight line, and you go in and out of that path, and sometimes out here, and drastic things gonna happen to get you back in here along your line. Okay, so even if I'm going over things a little bit, it's worth listening and understanding and hearing again, because you may need to hear that over and over. You can download these videos and listen to them over and over, so they are supportive to you and can help you. I've talked about before too about seeing master numbers, and then the itches, kind of worthy, don't care, yes, no, worthy, go forward, worthy, don't care, listen, and then you've got the one where your asshole is itchy. And that's to get you back in line, or to do as you're told. And it's not very comfortable and not very nice. Okay, but you've got to worry about your intuition and enlightening that and awakening that. So if you're an atheist or you're religious, you've got to start deciding that you need to awaken. And in your Bibles, like there's more than one Bible, right? We started off as one Bible, and now we've got so many Bibles. Right? This is what I mean by not being pure. And I've got all this information where, you aren't allowed to do this, you aren't allowed to do that, and it's spiritual based. You aren't allowed to do certain things that are spiritual based. You had the Council of Nicaea, who took those first Bibles and manuscripts and changed them all. And they were the pagans. Right? They weren't your friends, they were your problems. Right? They were our prisoners. They were put here on this planet, in this reality, to learn and to rehab. And if they didn't rehab, they were in trouble. And not all of them rehabbed. That's why you've got a planet the way it is. It's satanic. It's from the pagans. Amen stands for Amon. He's supposed to be a god. There's no other gods but the gods themselves. So you might want to say that you're a god. That doesn't make you a god. So there you go again. You've got Bibles with certain beings in them that are stating that are gods. So, not good. They are prisoners. They are the fallen angels. So you've got to look at your intuition, which is your mentor within you, who is part of your consciousness. That's part of the bigger consciousness that's helping you down your pathway. So you need to awaken your own self and connect to that mentor within you. That's part of consciousness, part of your intuition. And you can do that. But you go down a bigger road, then you're really starting to learn and grow within your own self when that starts happening. And you start becoming divine, and it starts becoming part of spiritual law. And that's what we need to connect to. We need to connect this planet to spiritual law, and we will be doing it because consciousness has changed to freedom. So that big consciousness that was part of your last consciousness, which was free will be working totally different. It'll be evolving. And it'll be working towards you repairing the planet, repairing yourself. Repairing everything. But to repair everything, we need to get rid of everything that's not part of that consciousness. You don't want to be not part of that consciousness anymore because you're not needed. See? So you need to look past who and what you are now and become part of a new consciousness that's developing and growing. And we're only a few years into it. But every year becomes more and more part of the new consciousness. It's about spiritual law, spiritual growth, ascension, repairing and healing you, getting you ready to go into all possibility, where you can handle what's happening there. Because they're different to you. Lots of things can be happening. Lots of changes. So I hope you understand that. You needing to awaken your intuition, which is your consciousness, which is your mental, your light being within your own self, your soul, and meeting it. You're going to be meeting your soul. And you'll be becoming more and more powerful. We're going to be giving you back your power. But we need to get you right before we give you back that power. You can't be using that power satanically and destroying your own self and destroying everything through satanic positive or positive satanic. Like you are now. You'll fight with people and you just, you've been played by the higher beings on this planet, who are the fallen angels, who are divines, prisoners that were put here. They've taken over and made you live a certain way and destroyed you through a thing called they've made you live a certain way and developed you and through changing the Bible, through giving you a lifestyle and belief systems based around what's called idealisms. Ideal. So they gave you... There was a time when there was no borders, and borders were formed, right? And a thing called governing bodies were being created, and lifestyles were being made, belief systems. Whipping you were a slave, and whipping you wasn't working anymore. Part of the pagans, right? Egyptians. And whipping you wasn't working anymore. There's others too, but we won't go into that. But so they developed a thing called idealism. It was a mindset. And they gave you what was called schooling, education. And they were giving you that education which was making you develop into idealisms, where you were given money and you needed to survive. So you needed clean water, you needed a shelter so you can survive from rain and protection from animals and all that. Then you had to have warm clothes. Then you had to have food. And if you didn't develop, right? If you didn't do the right thing, those were taken away from you, right? Your family was taken away from you. You were jailed and, in some cases killed. A lot of people died. Lots and lots died, disappeared. Right? These are called idealisms. You walk through shops and you go, oh, I need that. That's ideal for what I want. It's called idealisms. You'll walk through shopping centers and you'll see things that are that might be silly, right? And you think, oh, what do you want that for? That's idealism. You don't need it, but one day you might. Oh, I'm going to buy it. So you had money that you were given money. The more money you were given, the more money you could spend, and these pagans were the ones that decided who got to sell you the food, who got you to buy your house, and gave you the money to do that. They have the banks. They have everything you need to survive. Right? So we're going to give you survival tools. Okay, it's all going to be free. So you can concentrate on growing and expanding who you are so you can ascend. And we're going to remove all those in power. Because with divine hierarchy, I'm up echelon, that's my rank. And if you don't listen, you get destroyed. You go through suffering. If you make it through that suffering and still don't listen, we'll destroy you. We'll remove your DNA. But anyway, that's why you need to awaken. You need to become divine. You need to listen because you're in a reality that's a prison. It's not the humans that are prisoners, it's the higher beings that are destroying you. And we run it. We run this reality through consciousness and Mother Nature. You don't control the weather. You don't control the plants and animals. You may think you do. Or you may say, oh, through our sciences, we've got this and all this under control, and we're doing this with the money that we create. But you throw your money at everything and think you're doing wonderful things. But it just seems to slip away and you haven't done anything. That's part of consciousness. Anyway, that's Aussie Ganja Farmer signing off. You can call me Lord and Lil or Bradley Grendon. I told you once before about my name. Bradley Grendon's my buddy's name. And Lord and Lil is my mentor. That's how it works. So if you're wondering how I come with a name called Lord and Lil, well, that's my mentor's name. He helps me, and I'm his transport. He is teaching me and helping me grow. So in all possibility, I have a very big job as a human being, as a body. So Bradley Grendon has a very big job in all possibility. That's why I'm with Lord and Lord. So I've come into this reality to help ascend everyone, reteach, grow, expand who they are, give them everything for free so they can concentrate on ascension and growing, expanding, and helping as many as we possibly can. Anyway, Aussie Ganja Farmer signing off for Catch Later. Hooroo.